I am a resident of DC General, and Mr. Lazier, he did a very good job of speaking on the trends of homelessness and how you become homeless. There's many different reasons and many different ways we became homeless. So I'm not going to speak on that, but I want to talk to you about what happens, what you may go through if you ever become homeless. The first thing you would have to do is go to the Virginia Williams Family Resource Center, and it is the only place in the city that you can go to. There is nowhere you can go to. When you get to Virginia Williams, there's a room about this size filled with sometimes more people than this. Sometimes the people have been, the smell in the room is overwhelming because people have been sleeping outside in abandoned buildings. You're given a stack of paperwork. The red tape is ridiculous. The waiting time is ridiculous. You have children who are running, there are barely any books. There's no entertainment for the children. Sometimes, in my case, I had been walking around the city for 4 days with a 3-year-old with nowhere to go. I slept anywhere I can sleep. I slept at bus stations. Isn't that right? I slept at bus stations. I slept in abandoned apartments. At one time, I found an abandoned apartment building, and it was a beautiful unit. It was a beautiful place. It was all glass windows, and so I was so tired and so weary that I said I have to take my chances, and I have to sleep here tonight. And there was a closet, a walk-in closet in the middle, and I decided that it would be safe for my baby to be inside the closet so that no one would see us. So in case the police saw me, I wouldn't get in trouble. I had to make a decision. And on that night, all kinds of thoughts ran through my head. I thought about calling CPS to come and take my baby. But as a mother, in the end, I made a decision that my baby goes with me no matter where I go. Because I'm a mother, and I'm going to protect my baby by any means necessary. So I didn't do that. But I woke up that morning, and on the 4th day of going to Virginia Williams and sitting there all day long, I was finally chosen to go to DC General. And I was only chosen because I called the Washington Legal Clinic. I had to get a lawyer involved. And the reason, and there was so many, how do you decide who you're going to help? When you have a room full of people, the lawyer, Mark, how do you decide who you're going to help? The reason why they helped me is because my baby was visibly sick from walking all around. And then other people didn't know that they were not going to be chosen. They were just sitting there hoping. And the only reason why I was chosen is because my baby was sick. He was literally like wobbling from walking around, and it felt awful. I'm telling you, it felt awful as a mother to see him go through that. But I wanted him to stay with me. I wanted him to stay with me. And so it was just awful. I finally got into DC General. And this is another thing. I don't know if you all know where DC General shelter is. I'm asking all of you to take a ride on 1900 Mass Avenue. And I want you to see where the city keeps their unwanted.
Yes.
There's the DC jail. There's the cemetery. There's the SCD clinic. We're all concentrated. All of our infirmities and our illness are concentrated, and they're building up. We're not getting any help. They're not moving us out of DC General. And yes, we are appreciative that we have a place to live. That's right. I know. I'm speaking for you too, because I know you appreciate. But it's a thin line between appreciation and allowance.
Yes.
And we're walking that line every day. We've been walking. Arlasia has been there over a year with 4 children. I've been there 5 months with 1. Kevin Cruz, you've been there, 3 months with 1 baby and a wife. And I'm so glad that you all here today. Is it okay if we just ask you all for help? Is it okay if we ask to tell the city, look, we need some of that surplus?
Yes.
We believe in rights. We believe in responsibility. We want a word. We want a word. Mr. Cruz, you were there. You stayed in the shelter. You did everything. But you advocated for us. You did so much to try to help us. And we appreciate it. But we need, like everybody in this room, if I could just look in your eye, if you could just look in my, really, we need you all to get behind us and get us out of that place. We want home. We're not there. We really need you all y'all to get behind us, because we want to be productive citizens. We really do. But when the city controls the resources, we don't control the resources. So we need we're asking for some of those resources. We need help negotiating rents with landlords. That's something that we don't have. We have a lot, because we have different different issues. A lot of us have credit issues. Programs like rapid rehousing, it doesn't work. Or there's no transitional housing. There's no place for us to go. We need more housing services. We need a stability. We need somewhere that we can grow, because we want to grow. We don't want a handout. We want to grow, but we need a place to grow. And currently in this city, there's no place to grow. There's no place to grow.
Thank you.